Bottom boys.
Bottom boys, bottom boys, bottom boys, bottom boys.
It's the bottom boys.
Bottom boys, bottom boys, bottom boys.
Woo, we're back, we're melodic, and we're killing this shit.
Oh,
I am
shite.
that Snake Daddy. I am that Paint Huffer. I'm trying out new things. That one's not good.
Paint huffer?
Let's
Have
try
you
a
been
different
huffing
one.
paint,
I
man?
it feels like I shouldn't, but I do. No, I'm kidding. Have you seen the Kids on the Galaxy? Anyways, I'm the shit poster supreme Matt Keck. Alongside me is the light of my life,
Paul, Three Amigos Shield.
Paul, and the Three Amigo Shields. We're all about the threes today. We're going to be getting into trilogies, the trilogies.
Traces.
But
How do they do that in Spanish? Traces.
What would they call a trilogy?
Tracegies.
Películas de tres? Like, I don't know.
That would be my name in Gladiator.
Ooh, I like that.
If I was a gladiator.
It would be Película.
Película.
And that sounds almost like Caligula. Before we get into it, it's been a minute. Anything exciting happening lately, Paulie?
I got...
Two tickets to paradise.
I got this... check this bad boy out. Here.
Ah, shit. Here he is.
Got this at the... We went to the...
We went to a Star Wars mini-con.
Star Wars mini-con.
Incredible. And when we say mini... This
Emphasis
isn't
on the mini.
We're talking tiny, microscopic con. So it was fun. I like that they're trying to bring more people in. I feel like there could have been more than 3 people out front wearing costumes.
They did have some costumes.
The
so
costumes
that was
were good. I mean, there was a Jawa.
Yeah.
That was it hootinied at me. And then there was 4 booths of vintage spaceships.
Just old, yeah. Yeah, spaceships.
It was all right.
Yeah, just 4 tables.
Of vintage toys.
And
There was a big barge. They had the whole
that was pretty sweet.
Return of the Jedi barge. That was sick. But yeah, you put up a singular banner on a strip mall in Independence. I guess I shouldn't have expected much.
You know what they don't have at those things
What's
ever?
that?
Ewoks. They don't have a damn Ewok.
Very rarely. Chief Chirpa needs to start fighting for representation.
Yeah. Get some T-bows,
some Wicket.
some Wickets.
Ooh, maybe we should just go as Ewoks to
Low-grays?
let's get some
I
Ewok
know,
costumes.
I know Ewoks for some reason. I don't
Let's
know
get
Ewok
some.
names.
I'm surprised I remembered Chief Chirpa. But that would be kind of.
Paplo.
Ooh, yeah. You watched the show though, right?
I did. I watched the cartoon.
The cartoon.
I remember watching the cartoon.
Got it.
I did watch the cartoon when it came out, but I don't remember any of the...
I do remember when we tried to watch the live action show.
That Christmas one?
It wasn't.
No, it wasn't the Christmas
It wasn't
one.
Christmas. It was
No,
just
it
like
was
a
the
Ewok
Ewoks.
moon something.
Yeah.
And it was hard to watch.
Oh, wow.
It was like Flight of the Navigator times 10. I had something cool happen, actually. I got to do a VO on an ad at work, which is always fun. I've been working on the voices, which was a one of my New Year's resolutions was to work on imitations, work on voices and stuff. I got to do a voice. It was cool.
New Year's resolution was to
impressions, wasn't it?
Work on your impressions, your voice, doing voices of stuff.
Yeah.
And you kind of blew that out of the water in that
I actually got cast to do a voice in a thing.
Commercial, yeah.
With Ryan Reynolds, actually. Yeah, I was in he did an aviation ad to do Negroni Week, and I did, it's a really quick thing. It's like 1 or 2 lines at the very beginning. I do a little intro creepy voice, and that was great. It's cool that, because you have this equipment, I can just be like, "Hey, Paul, I need a good microphone," and yeah, it was awesome.
Hit your. Let's hear your line.
So, what was it? Oh,
in your voice.
They went with the kind of like.
You gave them a couple different voices.
Yeah, so I did voices. I did everything from vampire to what I ended up going. What they went with, and I had some creepy voice too. Almost like creep. I tried one of those, but the one they went with was like creeper luring you into the van almost. It was like, It's Negroni week again, and Ryan's brought someone spooktacular to celebrate. And so it was kind of a little Vincent Pricey, almost a little sensually spooky, but I was into it. I'm glad. I liked the voice they chose. It worked well.
I want to try one.
Let's hear it.
Okay. Like a spooky one?
Yeah, any sort of spook.
It's Negroni week!
To be fair, that's not bad. That's a pretty good goblin.
Oh.
That was a pretty good goblin.
I was doing my mom.
Well, you know what? Honestly, nailed it. I knew your mom. Sounded pretty accurate.
Get me a cigarette! I'm trapped in the closet again! I pinned myself in! Oh man, that one time my mom called me. She called me. She was she was cleaning.
Yes.
And she trapped herself behind
a bookshelf,
the console.
Right? The TV.
She was trapped in the corner.
Oh my God.
Behind some bookcases and a TV stand. And she called me to come get her out.
Thank God she took the phone with her to the
like,
corner.
How did you even get in there?
With the phone. Thank God.
Yeah.
Incredible. Excuse me. Today we're.
So I got the
Alf. And we got Alf at the Minicon.
Yeah, when I was there. Yeah, I forgot when we.
I jumped over. Now we're back. We're back to the Minicon.
Yeah, we got.
There was some really good deals, actually. I found a couple Furbies that were still in the box.
Not in the Star Wars.
Not in the Star Wars section. We went to the cases.
It's kind of like a little flea market type of thing.
It's a cool little antique store. I've gotten some vintage Pokemon cards there. I've gotten some graded comic books, and we got this Alf. It was only $10.
$10.
That's a steal. Alf. The cat-eating alien, J.D. Vance's worst nightmare, Alf, right here. Mm-hmm. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats on Planet Melmac.
Trump is against Alf.
Trump is anti-Alf, but here on the pod,
I
am going to, right now, I'm going to make an official endorsement. The Bottom Boys endorse Alf. Always and forever, Alf is on our side.
Hey, Willie. I didn't eat the cat. I promise I didn't eat the cat while you were gone.
Yeah, we've talked about Alf many times.
You're a small one.
That's what he said in the clip I took where he bit into the cat. He was making a sandwich and he had a little kitten. He goes, "Oh, you're a small one, huh?" And so he puts it back, thinking, and you're like, "Oh, he's rethinking it." Mm-hmm. And then he grabs a bigger cat.
You know what else happened?
What's that?
You texted me. The Emmys?
Oh!
Traitors won like 3 Emmys.
Our show. The Traitors. They swept it up. They won Best Reality, which is incredible because Amazing Race takes that crap almost every year.
Yeah, or Survivor or something.
Survivor does a lot, too.
But Amazing Race
does
a
lot. It wins so much.
Man.
And Traitors took it.
They won
only season 2. Outstanding reality TV series, right?
They won 3 outstanding casting.
Ooh.
Oh, you know what else they won?
I mean, Phaedra was great casting. What'd they win?
Outstanding host.
Yeah, they did. My guy coming.
Yep.
He keeps us coming.
Yep.
He keeps us Alan coming. Okay, so if you guys don't listen to our other pod, you should. It's the Master Traders. We follow the traders. It's our favorite reality show. It's so fun. It's just like Werewolf, and we break it down because we are werewolf experts. So if you want to catch up on the Emmy-winning Season 2 of Traders US, get on Peacock, watch that shit after each episode, get on the Master Traders, listen to the breakdowns, get used to the vibe, because we're coming back swinging on this next season, baby.
They won Emmys.
They won the Emmys. It's time to go.
Our podcast should win a...
We should win a potty.
Emmy.
A potty. A pooty.
We just won a potty.
We won a potty.
My girl wants a potty all the time.
How many potties you got? It's potty time, baby. I like
we want a potty
all the time.
We should do that. That's going to be one of our episodes. We're going to give out potties. Let's give out potties.
The potty awards.
Yeah, and we'll just give out awards to things.
It's our awards from our podcast.
Oh, yeah. That should be an episode.
We give
potties. That should be an annual.
That's our end of the year episode.
End of the year, we give out potties.
Ooh, this is happening. You guys are watching this in real time. We have figured out. Get ready for the first annual potties.
The yearly potties.
It's happening this December, folks.
We're going to be so...
And I think one of these trilogies we might have the best trilogy of all time.
Best trilogies.
And Amber would have been our third, but she did text me her trilogies.
Matt's wife?
My wife, Amber, who's been on the pod a couple of times. And I'm going to start off by saying this first one shouldn't have been a trilogy.
Before we get into there.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think makes a good trilogy?
You know, it's hard. Because mine kind of go all over the place.
Okay.
I do like a good trilogy where it's one through line, right? Where it's one story, it all connects. And I have one that is
A lot
that.
of continuity.
Yeah, I have one that is that, where it goes straight through.
Okay.
I do like those. But I also can appreciate a story where you're checking back in, where there's an overarching story you're accomplishing, but you're checking back in the major points of each act. Such as a original Star Wars, which isn't on my list. It might be on yours, I don't know. But something like that, I appreciate that as well. I think it's hard, though, because sometimes you can have 3 standalone movies in a series that kind of follow each other, but don't necessarily interconnect, that could all be excellent as well. And I think I actually might have an example of all 3 of those on my list.
I do as well, maybe.
Interesting.
No? Yeah, maybe.
It kind of lines up.
Kind of.
Like it's like there's like a few varieties of how
Yeah.
trilogies go. And I think as long as the consistency is there for all 3 movies, that's what makes it good for me. Like, if I'm watching the third one and I'm not thinking, man, they really should have stopped doing these, then it was probably a pretty good trilogy. Because I've thought that a lot of times.
Do you think, do you think, what do you...
I do love Tremors, you're right.
you
But
think
not
that
a trilogy.
Tremors
There's
is
so
the
many.
trilogy
There's so many.
that you were-
But the original Tremors trilogy, excellent. But beyond it, the Pantheon, I'm in.
Okay, well, maybe we should get started.
Well,
Then?
we'll start with Amber's first one.
Oh, okay.
Her first one, and it wasn't originally supposed to be a trilogy, which is why I think it's funny that she picked it, because Amber, if anyone doesn't know, has unique and horrifying taste in films and television. Sometimes she has great taste, and sometimes she just loves the worst things, and it's so funny, and I love it. Great Khali's one of her favorite wrestlers, for example. And her first trilogy is Divergent series, and it only makes it because they stopped making those. Like I said, they eventually should stop making them. They actually did stop making those movies.
At 3?
They never made the 4th one, so there's
they
no
didn't finish.
ending. But she loved those
Did
movies.
it come up with an ending? Because I haven't watched any
The
of
books
those.
have an ending. So
They do?
The books
The
end.
books do, but...
But the movies, no. It just, the last one, so they did a Hunger Games, right? They divided the last book into 2 movies, and then just didn't do the second movie.
They Harry Pottered it, too. 'Cause
Harry Potter
thing.
was like the first one to
Yeah.
really do that.
Yeah.
And yeah, they just never did the last one. And I think it's just because she loves Shailene. Like, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she does. She's liked her since Secret Life of American Teenager. She just loves her in everything. She may not even know that that's why she's picking Divergent, but I think it's just because she loves Shailene.
That's
a lot.
a Fault in Our Stars girl
Yeah,
or whatever?
yeah. Who like won? She actually won an Oscar for what? The Descendants or something like that.
Okay.
Or was nominated.
maybe.
Nominated.
Maybe.
She was nominated.
She's
She was in that Pretty Little Lies or
Yeah, TV show. Yeah.
with Nicole Kidman. Yeah.
Yeah. I was a fan of hers.
I think those
Until-
movies are not great.
Up until
but
she started hooking up with
Aaron Rodgers.
and
I
I'm like,
mean,
come on.
It's like, listen.
Son of a-
But to be fair, she was in Secret Life of American Teenager, so we knew she would take on bad projects. Nailed it. That show was actually super fun
Got him.
despite how terrible it was. It was a very fun show. But yeah, those movies not great, but I respect the choice. The fact that
Divergence.
she's willing to choose a trilogy that's only a trilogy because they canceled the ending, nothing but respect. That's truly enjoying something with no fear of what anyone else thinks, and I admire that. Which is going to bring me to I'm just kidding. My trilogies, none of them are that bad.
Okay.
What would my first trilogy? You wanted us to bring something related.
Oh
to
yeah.
these.
Before we need we were supposed to bring. So I thought this might be kind of a interesting thing to do.
Yeah.
On for our shows, if we just bring something related to the subject, kind of.
Yeah.
The best thing. So our best 3 thing.
So mine actually goes with my first trilogy. I got my guys here. My adult toys, Buzz and Woody here. That's right. This Buzz is actually a Buzz Lightyear from when the original Toy Story released in theaters back in the mid-90s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was still
That's actual-size Buzz.
I was still fairly young. I don't know
Life-size.
His batteries died. I was gonna say I don't know if he still works, but Woody. My name's Woody. He still works.
There's a snake in my boots.
Yeah, now he's a lot newer. I don't quite remember when I got him, but I was an adult when I got Woody. I might have bought Woody when I went to Disney World, actually. I might have finally bought my Woody. But Toy Story, that's my first trilogy. And now I know there's 4. I do. But for me, the first 3, that's the Toy Story trilogy. After that, Andy no longer owns the toys.
Okay.
Toy Story 4 is the beginning of a new arc.
Mm-hmm. There are 4, so you're counting that off?
I'm saying
Oh,
the fourth.
man.
I'm saying the 4th is the beginning of a new arc. They're
So-
gonna have Toy Story 4,
so your
5, and
trilogy
6,
things-
and that'll be another trilogy.
So your trilogy things, even the 3 things you brought in,
Mm-hmm. The 2 things that I brought from my
or
trilogy.
2,
Uh-huh.
and
But
then
it's
the
for a
movie
movie that's got
was
3.
4.
No, see, the 4th one's the start of a new. It's like Star Wars, right? You got
like-
the 3 Star Wars trilogies.
I would
you got
give
the
you
Star
the
Wars
Star Wars.
trilogy.
I would give you the Star Wars, but
Okay, but they're making Toy Story 5 based in the new world where these toys live, and I'm sure they'll make a Toy Story 6 there as well. That's a new arc.
What?
That's the prequel series or the
Okay.
sequel series. These are from I'm talking the OG Toy Story While They're Andy's Toys series. Almost get burned in an oven.
Toy Story's a good movie.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Good movie.
I knew you wouldn't argue on the quality.
I'm not
I knew
arguing
we would maybe
all.
nitpick
There's the
trilogy.
Oh
but
no, I'm nitpicking.
no, not
It's
not
okay.
you, not you. We. I'm nitpicking it too.
I'm just kidding.
I nitpicked it to come up with the definition.
Okay.
I knew that's where we'd go.
Well, I don't know that
Because they are great
the
movies.
fourth one is.
It's significantly worse than the first 3.
But
That said, it's funny. It's still really funny. And it's unique. It's entertaining. I like the antique store vibe. I like that they get the carnival toys in there. It's fun. It's a little sad that Woody, spoiler alert, decides to stay.
you
but
know what?
They're clearly getting back
But
together.
I kind of am with you now. By thinking back, because
Yeah.
they wrapped it up in the third one.
Yeah, he
and it
leaves
was
the box
done.
with the new girl.
They didn't need to make, except for a cash grab. They did not need to make the fourth one.
But no, it wasn't necessary. It's fine.
There wasn't
but
even any open lines.
No, you didn't need
there.
it. You didn't need it.
They gave you the end,
Yeah, it was wrapped up.
right?
Yeah, so that's why I think it counts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Andy's story,
the Andy trilogy.
the Andy trilogy.
And then the new one can be called the Forky trilogy. Because
God.
because when Forky's not on the screen, we need all the other characters to be asking, "Hey, where's Forky?"
Man, that should have been my trilogy. The Porky's trilogy.
Ooh, man. What is your first trilogy?
Oh yeah. Oh, let me bring my.
Oh, what's your 3
my
item?
favorite 3 thing? Well, I was gonna bring in.
I think we went different directions with this.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna bring my my nativity scene with the 3 kings.
Ooh,
but
that's
I had,
good.
like
That's
2 of the
good.
kings.
Oh yeah, which one do you not like?
I think I only had like sage and parsley or whatever.
Frankincense and myrrh.
Yeah,
You
and
didn't have
thyme.
gold.
Time. I didn't have
Anise.
Mhm.
What are some other
the
one
one that's bending.
Tarragon.
The one that's always bent. The one that's always on his knees.
turmeric.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Turmeric.
catching on.
Yeah. And then there's all kinds of 3s that I'm a fan of. 3 pigs.
Ooh, I love the pigs.
Yeah, but they're
The bears?
they
I
lost
like
their
bears.
houses, so there's only like
The bears
1.
have a house, but they'll kick
There's
you out.
3 big bears. There's 3.
Pope pigs ain't got no houses, huh? I guess I get 1. They got the brick
Yeah,
one still.
the blind mice.
Ooh, the blind mice.
Why are
A lot of animals.
the mice blind?
I'm gonna guess they spent too long staring at the eclipse.
Arsenic, I think.
Oh, that could be it too. Maybe it's like a Daredevil situation where they fell eyes first into some radioactive
Ooh,
material.
Eyes first.
Eyes first into some poison.
Yeah. Did that happen to Daredevil? Did he go
Well,
eyes first?
You know, in the
I think
in the
it's
Ben
just
Affleck,
it was a.
it splashed him. Right?
If I remember the comic, it was like a
forklift.
tanker of radiation stuff.
Yeah,
or
a
something.
forklift like hits it and it like sprays him in the face. Yeah.
I guess it did spray him in the face. Okay.
At least in the Ben Affleck
Yeah.
film, which may I say, garbage.
What if he would have had what if it would have went on his junk? He had like a
Ooh.
radioactive penis. And that was his superpower.
I feel like all that would have done is made him an incel. I don't think it would have helped him at all.
But I brought in my
Let's see it.
mint condish.
Oh,
My Three Sons.
My Three Sons.
DVD.
So who's this? Who's this main guy we got here?
This guy, he's the dad. I don't remember his name, but he's like the Nutty Professor and the Disney. You know, have you ever seen those old the old school Disney when they used to do like shows and stuff and do maybe Flubber even.
Ooh, Flubber.
I think
those
he's
are
the Flubber guy.
Yeah, I think
that
that's
is
the same
Nutty
thing.
Professor.
Yeah.
I think he's the Nutty Professor. This is because I just remember this when I was little. My Three Sons.
Do you know the name of the sons?
I know this is Uncle Charlie. The old guy is Uncle Charlie, and he would take care of them. Chip.
Ooh, is that
one of
the
sons? The youngest son, I think, is Chip.
Okay.
I don't remember the other two sons.
Let's name them. Which ones? What do you think this guy's name is?
Oh, this one? Something to do with
he looks kind of like a
like a judgmental.
He looks like a Justin.
Chip, Justin,
and
Tad.
Ooh, oh man, yeah, and it's short for Tadsworth. Oh my god.
And then Uncle Charlie.
Charlie
on the My Three Sons.
I love that.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to do a marathon sometime
of My Three Sons.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
not to get too off topic, but I just remembered that they put out a teaser for the Sabrina Carpenter Christmas special, so buckle up for that. We're watching that on our other podcast, which is coming back soon. Christmas movie marathon.
That's going to start. When do we start that? After
we'll probably start putting we'll probably start putting the pods up around Thanksgiving. But we'll probably start recording them right here after Halloween.
Yeah.
Start watching and recording.
Ooh, yeah.
Amber's next trilogy.
Oh, I got my trilogy.
I didn't do a trilogy. Three Sons isn't a trilogy. That's just a show.
I didn't do a trilogy.
That's just a show.
My trilogy. My first trilogy. Yeah, you know when you go to look at them, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say maybe these are on your list, so I hope I didn't ruin any of these.
It's okay. You can ruin what you'd like.
They always have the Godfather.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah, that's pretty classic. I mean, but the third one's not good.
Yeah, that's what they said. But
I mean,
I'm not going to lie to you, Matt.
It's fine. Have you ever watched it?
I have not watched them.
See, I have once. One time. Didn't like any of them that much.
I can't. That's why I couldn't judge them. There's always they always have
young,
they always have the man with no name or is always up there high.
Yep.
You know, which I have seen those, and those are good because I like westerns.
Yeah, I love a western.
But the dude literally had a name.
Yeah.
That they called him.
I mean, that seems
in the first 10 minutes of the first movie of those trilogies.
That's stupid.
Yeah. So I'm like, that's out of here.
It's like that's like having a runtime on the never-ending story.
Yeah. So hopefully none of those were your top ones.
No.
But you know, they have those ones. Mine is Pitch Perfect.
Ooh.
1, 2, and 3. They wrapped it up.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're not going to make any more.
Well, they did spin-off, right? They did Bumper in
I even
Europe.
watched the Bumper.
How was that? I haven't watched
show.
that. Was it
pretty bad?
Yeah.
It wasn't good, but I watched it just because I like him and it was funny.
He's great.
I mean, they had funny parts.
That's the thing, as long as there's a couple funny parts.
Yeah, so it wasn't anti. But Pitch Perfect, I don't think you're gonna beat a singing.
I do love a singing show. I mean,
singing trilogy of. You have all of the things you need.
The Green Bay Packers.
I tried. When I was ranking, they do have the Green Bay Packers singing.
Yeah, in the second one.
It's
great.
That's the second one.
Yeah, that's not even the third one when Fat Amy becomes a secret agent and goes through the roof of a yacht.
Yeah.
These movies are
They
incredible.
get better
Yeah,
as they
it
go.
just goes insane.
That doesn't happen normally.
Yeah, it's
they
like,
don't normally get better as they go.
Well, it's like a movie that realized that it literally really shouldn't take itself seriously, and
Yeah.
it didn't. And I agree with you. Like
How
a lot
come
of people
they
think
shouldn't
those.
have.
A lot of people think that the third one's not that great. I think it's incredible. It made
I'm
me
with
laugh
you.
so much.
I am with you. I freaking go to watch those. I watched the bumper show.
Uh-huh.
They are amazing, underrated.
Yeah. I mean the announcer Elizabeth Banks and what's his face do a great job as
Oh,
the announcers.
yeah.
Like it's just
Yeah. They are, man, they're just, you know what? I think
It's a movie that
I
knows
think I
what
read
it
somewhere that
is.
Anna Kendrick just improvised the old Cup song.
which is pretty cool.
Yeah. She's like, look at this. Boom. It's in the movie.
I mean, come on, Anna Kendrick, she's pretty great. Pretty great. To be like that level of good actress and to still just kind of have fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's impressive.
Here's my cups.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play them.
I'm about to just do these
Yeah.
cups right now.
You want me to audition? Fuck
Nah,
you. I
cups.
don't need that music.
Cup.
I got cups.
Give me cup.
Cups. Got cups. So you agree? Thanks. Good.
I do.
That's
Those
awesome.
I do like those movies a lot. I actually just rewatched the first one not that long ago. I like anything that does pop music mashup stuff. It's always fun to me. I liked Glee. The story was kind of dumb by the end, and I still liked it. I think
Oh,
Pitch
yeah.
Perfect's great.
I liked Glee too.
I think Pitch Perfect's great.
Have you watched there's some, I think it's on Netflix. Maybe it's on Netflix. The Glee deaths or what the tragedies.
No,
of
I haven't
Glee.
watched it yet, but I know a lot about it.
Yeah.
I remember when that stuff was happening.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, that one dude was a drug addict. The other one was a pedo. Then the one girl, it was just not
The
great.
one girl, hell, she might even still be alive, right? They haven't found her,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, she's just
disappeared
like missing. Yeah, it's
out in the water.
insane. All in one show, like
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah, Glee.
Glee, damn. Had 4 seasons though, so not a trilogy. Sorry, Glee,
Yeah,
you're out.
not a trilogy.
Also a TV show, so I guess,
And a TV
I
show.
guess it doesn't count. Amber's other trilogies. I'm trying to remember everything that she told me right before this.
Okay.
She said she liked the Divergent series. Ooh,
Divergent.
I remember what her second one was. It was X-Men. But she doesn't mean the original X-Men.
Okay, not the original.
Because I don't think she remembers those.
Okay.
She means
She means
starting with
Jennifer
First
Lawrence
Class. Yes.
Jennifer Lawrence ones.
Yeah. Now
Okay.
she might think she means the original X-Men, but then she would watch those and not like those. She still likes when I put on First Class. And
Was there 3 of those? I guess there's
she liked-
Apocalypse.
She liked Apocalypse.
Okay.
So those would be, but she also said X-Men and Wolverine. So I don't know if it's fully a trilogy or if she just likes maybe Wolverine Origins, the Wolverine. You know, see, it's hard to know. But she said she likes X-Men and she likes Wolverine. I'm gonna
that's
go with
tou-
the
Well, if
the McAvoy trilogy. Sorry about Apocalypse.
If she were to do the Wolverine one, then that would be
Origins, Wolverine,
Origins, and then Logan,
and
I
then
guess.
Logan, yeah. Which, to be fair, the Wolverine mid, but not bad. Logan great. X-Men Origins, not the best.
I would say most of those are Wolverine movies. Well, the very first X-Men one was definitely
Oh yeah,
a Wolverine movie.
Wolverine's a big focus in a lot.
And
I mean, the
Days of Future Past
X2
was definitely a Wolverine movie.
X2's a Wolverine
It was all a
movie. It's all
Wolverine
about
movie.
Stryker and Wolverine.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Last Stand is more of a Jean Grey movie. But that's because they were doing X-Men
Yeah.
Origins really soon after.
Have you seen the Dark Phoenix one?
Yeah, I've only watched it once.
Man, I felt like that was just a pile of crap.
I don't know why they made it.
I hate it.
I don't know why they made it.
Hated it.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense.
Hated it.
Hated it. But
Yeah.
I'm with her.
So
There's at least, I'll put it this way. There are
We
at
can
least
shove 3 in there that are
There are
they're
at
kinda
least
in 3
3,
groups.
yeah.
I think they are 3 grouped.
I
Kind
think
of, maybe.
Almost.
Sure.
Almost. There's at least 3 good X-Men movies. I will give her that. That's what my next one is not X-Men related.
Okay.
My next one is something that, so the first time I decided I liked reading, It was when I read The Hobbit in the 5th grade. And then when I got into high school and Fellowship of the Ring hit movie theaters, I had read The Lord of the Rings when I was in middle school, junior high. So when I hit high school and Fellowship of the Rings hit movie theaters, I was so blown away. And to this day, I can still put on any extended edition, Fellowship of the Rings, Two Towers, Return of the King. Lord of the Rings holds up so well. The fact that so much of those effects, like some of them a little cheesy, but 20 years, how well these movies hold up, it's incredible. I love the Lord of the Rings movies.
I need to go back and watch the Lord of the Rings again. How'd you feel about The Hobbit? So that's a trilogy, I guess.
It is. They did decide to make that a trilogy.
They cut a smaller one book into three, a smaller book.
So I
think Hobbit's pretty much was a shorter.
It was the short because it was a children's book. Yeah. It was the shortest of the books.
Yeah.
By far. And so I think with The Hobbit, I really liked them the first time I watched it because I enjoy all the extra world building bullshit. Like I like all of the fucking, Silmarillion crap they were adding in. I'm into all of that. So for me, I enjoyed all the extra nothing that they added in. But in hindsight, I don't like them now as much because it makes them less rewatchable. I love rewatching The Lord of the Rings because the story that they show you is necessary. Even the extended edition, the stuff they add never feels shoehorned in, never feels drawn out. They do things in a really streamlined way. And The Hobbit's kind of the opposite, and it makes it a lot less rewatchable for me. I thought they were really good movies the first time I watched them. On the rewatch, I don't know that I've made it through all three on a rewatch.
Which also brings me... Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, please do. I was talking.
But we're going to do Book to Big Screen. What's the name of it?
Oh, yeah. Big Screen Book Club's coming soon,
Big Screen Book Club.
We're going to start reading books that they're making the movies of, and we're going to compare them shits. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
We got a couple coming out here soon, so check that out. We'll throw that up.
The Hobbit, that would have been...
I mean, we could still do like
still old ones, yeah.
Yeah, we can do old ones.
But yeah, we'd have to tear that apart.
Oh, yeah. It'd be fun. That's going to be a long one. That'll be like an event episode.
Yeah, that's your second?
That was, yes.
Wow, your first one's going to be amazing.
Well, yeah, we'll get there.
My second pick is the, it is meant to be a trilogy. That's what the director, writer said.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they don't have anything to do with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And they are... I say they don't have anything. They do have things... They very much have things in common.
Right.
But the storyline is not with each other. And that's the Cornetto trilogy.
Okay, Edgar Wright, right?
Edgar Wright.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Simon, which starts with Shaun of the Dead, and then Hot Fuzz, and then The World's End.
And that one is that's the pub one, right?
That's the pub one where they decide to go to. There's it's like a marathon thing where they do pub crawl.
Yeah.
Between all these pubs that they... I don't know if they've made it through them. I can't remember because I didn't rewatch it.
Right.
But I don't know if they've not been able to make it through them all, so they decided to go through them all or not, or they were
like coming back,
or it's
to
like
it
a
or
tradition
something.
deal. But
yeah.
So yeah.
But it's at the end of the world, but the pub's also called World's End, and they're trying to make it to the pub.
Yeah, which was very confusing because right about the same time came out with the End of the World. What's the name of the End of the World
with Steve Carell? That one?
No, with Seth Rogen.
Oh, This Is the End.
This is the end. That was the name of This is the End?
Yeah.
Okay,
where Channing Tatum becomes a little gimp.
Yeah.
So good.
So it got a little confusing there because they were
they were all around
named.
the same. Yeah, that was
similarly named.
Yeah.
But I like have you've seen all the movies,
I
right?
have, and it's funny because the first time I watched Shaun of the Dead, I feel like I should have really loved it, and I think I need to give it another chance because I didn't dislike it, but it didn't hit me the way it did a lot of people, and so I think I need to go back and watch it again.
Well, the big one on this, with the big commercial success that they had, was the Hot Fuzz.
Mhm.
That was the big one that
I
they
liked
had
that one.
that was commercially big. I'm kind of a fan of British comedy a little bit.
Totally.
I like that dry humor.
Something
bunch.
that almost leaves you hanging a little and makes you
Yeah.
laugh at the awkward
Yeah.
tension.
I've seen Simon Pegg and Nick Frost
Mm-hmm.
in a like a British sitcom that I watched called Spacing. I think Spaced. Space. It's called Spaced.
Yep.
Yeah, about how
I watched that a while back
They
too.
all live in this building that they
Yeah.
rent or whatever, which I loved that, and I watched all that.
Dang, I wanna watch
and
that again.
Yeah, plus they've got during all these the Cornetto trilogy. One of the reason they call it the Cornetto trilogy is because of after the ice cream. I guess it's the brand of ice cream.
Yeah, it's like like you eat the cone, the Cornetto cone or whatever.
Yeah. Well, they call it. There's three. What they call it is the three flavors.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, which is a take on the three colors. The French. There's a French trilogy called Three Colors.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a famous one. We probably should put that in there.
I ain't French. Well, that's not true. I have way too much French in me, and it's embarrassing.
Remember when we fucking were like, "Fuck you, French" on the Olympics ones?
Yes,
yeah,
fuck the
great
French.
one.
Fuck
Yeah,
the French.
we. But I'm a fan of Simon Pegg and them, and plus during all these, they like bring back the whole Love Actually.
Oh yeah.
Actors are on this.
Yep. Gotta love that.
Martin Freeman and
Oh yeah, he was
Bill Nye.
He was Bilbo also.
Bill Nye is on. I know. See there's three
All comes
connections
together.
right there.
Mm-hmm.
Traces.
Trace.
Yeah. So that's
Trois.
and also let me read.
Un, deux, trois.
Also, three Rotten Tomatoes.
Mm-hmm. Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, all of them ranked real high. It's tough in a trilogy, I think, to get
3 Rotten Tomato scores high.
to get all three of those movies.
Yeah, especially because the critics
good.
are tired of it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's one of those to get them all good.
Yeah.
A 92, 91, 89
Mm-hmm.
on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's impressive.
Yeah. You know what? Pitch Perfect falls off a little on their Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah. What did they get?
82, 65, and then went to 28. But
Not bad.
I don't hold with that 28
Mm-hmm.
at all, you know? But they're
28.
yeah. I think it's tough to get one because they all say, you know,
It's still too high for Leonardo DiCaprio to date it, so. So we're good.
that third one, you know, they never say, you know, they always say the second one's never as good, but some, I mean, we've seen some.
Yeah,
but
there's some good.
But
Yeah.
getting that third one to be,
I mean, look at the Dark Knight,
Yeah.
right? Batman Begins, great. Dark Knight, incredible. Dark Knight Rises, they basically remade Adam West
Yeah.
running around with the bomb over his head, but gritty and scary.
I would say Lord of the Rings, when you pick Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
great pick, great trilogy,
Mm-hmm.
but it's easy to stay
Good when it's one consistent
when
story.
It's basically one
yeah,
story.
it's basically one movie
You
as
can-
3
you-
movies.
I don't know that you can take it as. I mean, I guess you can.
It's difficult
movie,
though. It is
but-
the first one's the easiest to watch, and then obviously the third one starts at a decent point and ends. But that second one, you're right. It's not as a standalone. It's not. It's interesting. That's a good point. It's
Yeah.
not necessarily a
So-
standalone movie. It does need, that other one. It's kind of like when they get this next Spider-Verse movie out. Like that first one, it just ends. So it won't be very standalone.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
gonna need the second part.
You know what? You know what's standalone?
What's that?
Pitch Perfect 3.
That's true. That's true. It can stand all on its own.
standing
Standing
on its
proud
own.
with that 26.
All on its own.
standing
All on its
proud
own. Cornetto trilogy.
with that 26. With that 26.
Uh-huh. Yep.
So I'm trying to remember what Amber's third one was, because she said X-Men and Wolverine.
I remember you said
Divergent. And then
I said that was a good one because she said. Remember, I said that was a good one because
yeah.
I heard you on the phone with her.
Yeah, it
asking
was
her,
a really good one
and
too.
she said, "I was like, oh, that's a good one." She said, "What the fuck was it?" The trilogies of.
She had Googled some.
Oh, she Googled it.
Yeah.
Oh,
and she was
okay.
like trying to remember what movies she liked, and she Googled one, and I think she saw a good one on there. I was like, oh, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, here it is. It's the guy that I have a love-hate relationship with. It was M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh yeah.
The man who made
Yeah.
me suffer through Trap recently. M. Night Shyamalan.
Before we give our, let's do it.
It's so it's Glass, Split, and Unbreakable. That trilogy, that's her last trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Here's how I feel about that.
Okay.
Unbreakable,
Unbreakable.
loved it. Thought it was great. M. Night Shyamalan was at the top of his game at the time, right? This is his sign.
That was right after,
right after Sixth Sense, right?
Yeah, I
before
think that was right after
before
Sixth
Signs.
Before Signs,
which
yeah.
Signs people loved. I have mixed feelings about, but I think that Unbreakable, great movie. Split, a 95% great movie. I think James McAvoy was incredible. The fact that he just now said that he started that movie 2 weeks before it filmed because
Oh, really?
Joaquin Phoenix
Holy
was supposed
cow.
to do it
Really?
and backed out. Yeah.
Wow.
Insane.
Wow.
Makes me like it a little more
That
even.
guy's a good actor.
He's so good. I need to see that new one where he's
Oh,
a
man.
creep. I heard
So
it's
creepy?
so
Sheesh.
creepy. But the end of the movie, I'm not a huge fan of.
Right.
I feel
They
like it
put
jumps
in
the
there
shark.
just to
To link it back to
link
the,
it in.
Yeah,
And
it
I don't
felt shoehorned.
watching that movie. I remember. I think I called you when we watched that movie, and I think I called you when I was looking at it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think originally that movie was meant to be one thing, and
Yeah.
then they just said,
And they
"Fuck
said,
it,"
let's.
or
Then he
whatever.
decided he wanted to make
because
his universe.
everything. I was almost certain that
it was going a specific
that the
way.
girl, that the main character from it was supposed to be. I guess I shouldn't spoil it.
Yeah, but I mean, I get it.
That the main girl was supposed to be
Part of him.
Anna Taylor-Joy or whatever
Yeah.
her name is, was supposed to be him
Right. That's what it felt
as
like.
her side. Yes, whenever they showed
It was
him on
filmed
screen,
that way.
when they showed him on screen, she was on one side, the other two girls were on the other side.
Yep.
Every time they showed him, they never showed her.
Yep.
And
It was filmed very specifically,
yes.
which we know he does because that's what the Sixth Sense was.
Yeah, and then when you get to it, and I'm like,
Then suddenly
Oh.
he's a Superman beast
Yeah,
monster.
what's going on here?
And they give him
yeah,
superpowers.
but I still liked it a lot.
Yeah, it was still good. I just thought that was a dumb choice at the end. Now the last one, Glass.
Glass.
I don't need that movie. I wish that movie didn't exist. I get why it does because, well, you linked them. Now you got to do something with it.
Yeah.
But, man, I never want to watch that movie again. That is the worst thing that he has done since The Happening and until Trap.
I did not mind Glass.
Yeah, I think everyone else liked it a lot more than I did.
I liked it. I liked it okay. I mean, there's all certain things that
Yeah.
are. I'm a fan of M. Night.
You like him
Shyamalan
more
Ding
than
Dong.
I do,
I'm
but
a
I
fan
also
of him,
like to dislike him. So
Yeah, I mean, everybody seems to dislike him, but they keep letting him make movies.
So here's what I think. I think M. Night Shyamalan could be one of the greatest directors of all time if he stopped writing movies. I think
Yeah.
he could direct incredibly, and I think he has. I think if he let someone else write the movies, even if he came up with some story changes and some twists to really put his thing on it, but please let someone else write the dialogue. Please let someone else plug up all your plot holes. Please. You're writing stories that I feel like children can point the plot holes in, but you're directing it like you're Stanley Kubrick. It's insane. You're an incredible director. Hire a writer, please, and stop casting your daughter. She's terrible.
I used to, Which one's her daughter?
The main girl that was the singer in Trapped.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, that Trapped.
It was all about
And
just trying to give her a career.
It was such a good idea.
Yeah,
and I thought it was such a good premise.
It seemed like a great
premise. We were laughing out loud.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe the most we'd laughed since Disappointments Room.
Disappointments Room.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
There at the end, that was such a good premise, and then it went. I used to love watching Twilight Zones. I love old Twilight Zones.
Yeah.
You know, because I would sit there. Oh, there's some twist.
What are they going to do to me?
What's the twist? And then I would figure it out because it's you know, they have it there. It's that
something on the wing.
Yeah. You know what the twist is going to be. You can figure it out. And that's why I like the M. Night Shyamalan, because that's what he does. He just takes a Twilight Zone deal
and then
shoves it into a whole movie. But problem is, it's not worth the whole movie for one payoff, for one twist thing.
Yeah, there needs to be more to it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're on to our last trilogies.
Yeah.
My final trilogy.
Yeah.
So, preface this because you're like, what's going to be a better trilogy? You're right. I do think that The Lord of the Rings is the best movies on my trilogy list. But my top trilogy is actually going to be the Deadpool movies because they, there's just a lot to it. There's a lot of personal attachment to it. I grew up with them, like him as a character to some degree. Like he launched when I was a teenager and was the cool, edgy thing, and you kind of wanted to be like you loved Wolverine. You wanted to get all the figures of all his guys, right? But then he started being kind of silly and funny and still badass. And then in college, my friend got into Deadpool and Cable, and then they started having the rumors that Ryan Reynolds, this dude that was in all these movies we loved, Waiting and Van Wilder and all this shit, like Harold and Kumar, he's gonna play friggin' Deadpool. Casting was perfect. They cancel it, whatever. Then it somehow gets made, and over the years, loved every movie. It's been perfect. They have never cast a superhero better than this. I don't think the movies are like the best movies. I get that. But they're funny. They do something different. And then the fact that I got to work on the advertising around the third one obviously definitely affects my decision. But it is one of my favorite actors playing my very favorite superhero of all time in movies that just stayed true to everything in all the right ways. I don't know. There's just a lot to those. Even the history of Brannon knowing T.J. Miller and that happening around the time of the first Deadpool coming out. There's just so many weird memories wrapped in those movies that it's maybe not the best movies. Still great movies. Maybe not the best made movies. Lord of the Rings are definitely better movies. But I don't know. Those are the ones that if I had to keep any trilogy, that's the trilogy I'd keep. Deadpool.
That's a good pick. I love those movies.
Yeah, they're great.
I love them.
They're great.
It came out and it was so much different than.
I almost wasn't gonna do Deadpool because it's it almost feels a little obvious to some degree. I get it, but also it's just true. It's just true. That's my favorite movie trilogy that's ever been made. I remember when before you had good internet on your phone, when you have flip phones, they had this thing called Cha-Cha, which was Google basically, but you would text someone and they would give you an answer. And I remember
Ask Jeeves.
It was basically it was post Ask Jeeves, pre Hey Google. And so you would text Cha-Cha, and I remember convincing the Cha-Cha person that Deadpool was the best superhero, and then having my friends ask Cha-Cha what the best superhero was, and it replied Deadpool back to them just so I could prove. Because it was actually a real person responding.
Yeah. I don't know if he's a good hero.
Oh, he's a horrible hero. Horrible hero. But I still had him. I still made Cha-Cha. I convinced him.
I just think it was great that he's able to accomplish that after the Green Lantern debacle.
Well, I mean, incredible, right? Yeah, and the people who made the Green Lantern just made a lot of bad decisions, right? CGI suit, it very much was what superhero movies were almost pre Deadpool to some extent. It was death by committee, right? All those old superhero movies was different, like studio execs need this in there, need that in there, and I mean, one good thing came out of it. He met his wife on Green Lantern, so like can't hate it too much.
Was she in Green Lantern?
Yeah, she was the love interest.
Oh wow.
That's
how forgettable
I mean, yeah, the movie, I only watched Green Lantern 2 or 3 times, and personally, I didn't hate it, like, as much as everyone else did, or as much as they make jokes about. Like, I know Deadpool literally shoots him reading the script at the end of the second one, but I don't know. I like bad superhero movies, though. You can go back. I know I shit on Daredevil earlier. You know how many times I watched that movie on DVD? Hundreds. I have seen Daredevil hundreds of times.
Oh, yeah.
Easily. Because they just didn't have anything else. So I was going to watch it. Might as well. Shoot. Thomas Jane's freaking Punisher. I've probably seen that hundreds of times.
Oh, man.
All those.
Yeah. I loved Punisher.
Yeah, it was great. Kevin Nash, baby.
And then they had a blonde dude.
He was the Russian.
They've had 2 blonde dudes play Punisher. What's up with this?
Why do they do that? Get it together. Bernthal's great, though.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I remember when I was little, my superhero deal, because I loved watching them, was the TV shows, was the Hulk, Wonder Woman, for obvious
Linda Carter.
Yeah, Linda Carter. And there was actually Spider-Man TV show that I watched.
Yeah, he was like,
too.
He swung on a rope almost, right?
I think I can't remember exactly.
Right, because
he
that's
didn't
just
do a lot
what
of
you
swinging.
could do.
I don't think he did a lot of swinging.
Probably not. It probably was
He's
hard
just there
to do.
with the costume. But he was on Electric Company that I watched too back then.
Ooh.
Yeah, all those shows, and then they had
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nick Fury was David Hasselhoff on a made-for-TV movie.
Yeah.
They made 2 of those.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, good picks, I think. Those are
not bad. Yeah, I feel like we got some solid trilogies out there.
My last one.
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote 2 down just in case you picked one of them.
Uh-huh.
Because of whatever. So the one I'm picking though.
Uh-huh.
Is because I wrote 2 down. The first one I did, in case you picked it, I wrote down the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mm-hmm. Great movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great movies.
Yeah, ones that are solid all the way through, all 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Good. But the one I ended with, the one I decided, my first pick is...
Because I might have been waffling on this one, I feel like.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was. I almost did choose Spider-Man.
The Spider-Man. It's the Spider-Man, the new ones.
Yeah.
Not
Tom Holland.
Yeah, the Tom Holland ones. The Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home.
Because unfortunately, Toby is plagued by that third one. Terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, that third one where he's the dancing scene and everything else. Yeah, but it's one of the few trilogies where the third movie is the freaking best one.
So good.
Is the best one.
So good.
It's so good, and I loved the first one.
Oh yeah, it was that scene with Keaton in the car.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he just didn't really knows he's freaking Spider-Man, and you're like, oh shit,
It's so good.
Yeah, he was just shitting. You could see him shitting his pants.
Oh yeah. I mean,
literally right there.
That scene alone should shut up anyone who says he's a bad Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like, so good.
Yeah. And I don't know many other trilogies where that third one
hits that hard.
Is the good one. Is so much better.
I've rewatched that so many times. It's stupid.
Yeah.
I loved it. I mean,
it's
funny because we knew Toby and Andrew were going to come through like multiverse style. We knew, but we didn't really know until they actually stepped out on screen. And man,
I guess it's
fanboy.
Feeling. A lot of it's probably fanboy.
There is some fanboy, but also like it made sense too. And who cares? Yeah. If you're a fan of something and they give you what you want, isn't that the idea?
Yeah. Yeah. That's why you watch the movie. You want them to give you what you want, right?
And we basically got the Sinister Six, which is awesome, against 3 Spider-Mans. Toby gets to come back, get his back popped.
Yeah.
My guy.
Yeah, those friggin'
Garfield gets another chance. He was a great Spider-Man in a couple of really terrible movies. Well, one really terrible movie and one super mid movie.
I didn't mind those as much as they.
I thought I agree. I think it gets shit on more than they deserve, but that second one isn't a good movie. I'll admit it's not good. I liked it, but it's not good.
What happened to that second one? It's a Sandman one?
No, the second one. Sandman's the third Toby movie. Second one is Shocker.
Okay.
It's Jamie Foxx is the Shocker.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But he's not.
Yeah.
But he's all blue.
Mhm.
It's not. He looks.
Yeah.
Which is funny because it's like they show you exactly how it could have been way better, and that's just make him look like Jamie Foxx.
And
he looked great in the other one. Like, come on. Why is he a weird Dr. Manhattan?
Why is
blue
Dr.
guy?
Manhattan?
Come on. But yeah, I'm with you. Tom
Spider-Man.
Holland.
Yeah.
I really hope this fourth one hits. I'm worried. Have you been reading these Null rumors?
No, what's that?
So Null, the king of the symbiote planet, the
Okay.
King in Black, is going to be in the new Venom movie. The rumors are that he's also going to be in the fourth Spider-Man movie.
Oh, wow.
Now, I'm hoping that's not... I'm hoping he's not the main villain in the fourth Spider-Man movie. I'm hoping he gets a down-to-earth kind of street story thing, finds the symbiote they left behind in the last one in No Way Home.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully he gets the black suit for a while. And then at the end, maybe we get a teaser that we're going to get the Null Venom crossover. I don't want that to be the next Spider-Man movie, though. That seems...
Yeah, I don't think...
too soon of a big event again. I want
when Morbius put the after deal of freaking Vulture coming in, which made no sense.
I don't know why I'm here, but I think it has to do with Spider-Man.
I don't understand it whatsoever.
Somehow Palpatine returned. Oh.
Yeah, I didn't understand that part. Yeah. Oh, I did see that. What's his face? The leader.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna be back for one of the Marvel movies.
I think. Yeah.
Should be
Buster Scruggs.
Yeah. He's a good actor.
He's so good. Tim Blake Nelson. He's great. Yeah. I'm excited. They're gonna do a Hulk movie, World War Hulk. Marvel's got some stuff cooking. I haven't watched this Agatha yet, but I heard it was good.
Oh jeez. Oh yeah, I gotta watch that. I gotta watch that with Laura because she watched
Wanda. Yeah, I think
Vision
Amber
with me.
will like it too. She really loves Aubrey Plaza. She loves Catherine Hahn. It's all witchy.
Ooh, Aubrey Plaza's in it?
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
It looks good, man.
Man.
It looks good.
Yeah.
Well, I think these trilogies. I think we freaking trilogy.
We
The
did
trilogies.
trilogy it. No, we didn't have the...
None of these classics.
When did we let that?
Forget film Twitter.
Yeah.
Get your classics
Screw
out
that.
of here. I don't
Screw
need
those.
no Godfather.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it up and you confused.
Who cares?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Ooh,
Come on.
Yeah, fuck that.
Fuck
Bill
that.
and Ted. Wait,
Bill
that
and
might have been a
Ted's.
good one. I haven't seen the third one yet, but
It wasn't good.
that second one wasn't good either, actually. And not to say that the first one was great, but it was at least, it was what it was. All right, well, I think that's it for the trilogies. Yeah, we mentioned all these podcasts that we're doing. Please check it out. Follow us everywhere. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram. Hit us up on our website. Buy one of these shirts. We got these shirts. Buy one of these shirts.
Get you some awesome clubs. Sure.
I'm also, if you're in Lawrence, Kansas, I will be in Lawrence, Kansas at the Metaphysical Fair on the weekend of the
you get
27th.
metaphysical.
I'm getting metaphysical. I'm going to be, I'll have the snake hat if you want to take a picture, but also I'm there hawking my books. So come by.
Have you heard anything from the Sugar Creek Raccoon Man?
So no, I've put out some feelers. I have found nothing yet. So have you heard back? I saw a comment. You left a comment trying to get contact.
I did, trying to get with that guy. And I've talked
To some residents.
Yeah, Laura's mom lives in Sugar Creek.
What did she say about the Raccoon Man? She seen him?
I can't officially say because she wants to be off record. So,
okay.
I can't officially say, but
Got it.
she has not
She
seen
has
him.
not
She
seen the
has not
Raccoon Man.
seen
If anyone
him.
else out there
Yes.
hasn't seen the Raccoon Man,
Yes.
wink, wink, please contact
Please.
us. anyone in the Kansas City metro area. I know he's focused primarily in Sugar Creek, but there's a lot of independents around Sugar Creek, so he might be there too. But the Raccoon Man lives in Sugar Creek, and if you can contact us, we need as much info as we can get. We are tracking him down. We want to know what he's up to.
I know that something's happening on Sugar Creek. I've known it and
You've known it
ever
from the
since
beginning.
I've freaking been in there. Since I
All you got to
first
do is
entered
smell
that
the place.
town, when you go into that town,
Take a whiff. You know something's
it's
up.
like entering a fucking Castle Rock, a fucking some Stephen King
It's weird Twilight
place.
Zone area.
And you go straight in there, and you're like, this is not
Something's wrong.
the rest of the world.
Something's wrong.
Something's wrong. Something's off.
Something's wrong.
And
It's
then
a
we
dead
get a
zone.
sighting of the Raccoon Man,
Yeah, that's.
and I'm like,
We got to find out how he's
Yes.
getting here, what he's doing here.
and I don't even, you know what? I don't even think he's the main dude, maybe.
Probably not. Not the one who got caught. No way. That's the scout.
Yeah.
This gets bigger and bigger.
Wait till you see the Raccoon Girl.
Oh my God. There has to be one.
Yeah.
How else are you born? Wow. Sugar Creek, hit us up.
Sugar
And
Creek.
until next time, that's a bottom boys.
Out!